Hey everybody, Mr. G here. I wanted to record this test for you guys that need it, that I usually read to. So I'm going to go ahead and read the test. Be sure that you are being careful. Be sure you listen and follow along. You don't have a lot of time to take this test. You do only have 1 hour to take the test. It is only 10 questions, so you should have enough time. But remember not to waste time. No daydreaming, no looking around. Try to do your work, get finished with the test. Okay? All right, number 1. The figures shown can be sorted into groups. Which of these shows a correct way to group these figures? A. 3 rectangles and 3 hexagons. B. 2 hexagons and 4 quadrilaterals. C. 2 hexagons, 2 pentagons, and 2 rectangles. D. 1 pentagon, 2 hexagons, and 3 quadrilaterals. Now remember, you can pause, rewind, whatever you need to do on the video. Okay, whatever you need to do to help you out. Number 2. Ava drew a set of quadrilaterals in her notebook. In each of her figures, both sets of opposite sides were equal distance apart. Which set of figures could be the figures Ava drew? Number 3. Sophia separated some figures into 2 sets. The figures in set A have a common characteristic. The figures in set B do not have the characteristic. Which of these is the best description of the common characteristic of the figures in set A? A. They have no vertices. B. They have at least one circular base. C. They have at least one edge. D. They have faces that are polygons. Four. The 2 figures shown are congruent, and 1/4 of each figure is shaded. Which statement about the shaded parts of these figures is true? F. The area of the shaded part of figure M is greater than the area of the shaded part of figure N. G. The area of the shaded part of figure M is less than the area of the shaded part of figure N. H. The area of the shaded part of figure M is equal to the area of the shaded part of figure N. J. None of the above. Number 5. A figure is divided into 7 sections as shown below. Which 2 sections are quadrilaterals? A. Section 4 and 5. B. Sections 2 and 4. C. Sections 1 and 3. D. Sections 5 and 6. Number 6. Caroline is decorating the faces of each of the figures shown below. Which figure has 5 faces? F. Sphere. G. Triangular prism. H. Rectangular prism. J. Cube. Seven. A group of figures is shown. Which of these figures do not appear to be a rhombus, trapezoid, rectangle, or square? Figures V, W, X, and Z. B. Figures W and Y. C. Figure Y only. D. Figures V, X, and Z only. 8. A cube is shown below. Which figure has the same number of faces as a cube? Number 9. The figures below are congruent. Which statement about the shaded areas of these figures is true? A. The shaded areas of the figures are equal, even though they do not have the same shape, because they both represent 1/2 of the same size whole. B. The shaded areas of the figures are not equal, because the figures are not the same size. C. The shaded areas of the figures are not equal, because they are not the same shape. D. The shaded areas of the figures are equal, even though they do not have the same shape, because they both represent 1/4 of the same size whole. 10. A group of figures is shown below. How many total vertices are in all these figures? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. We do not have a bubble sheet this time, so you will just fill in this right here. Okay, that's it.